I built these amazing Christmas trees out of Lego, and I'm going to show you how to do it too. These trees are completely customizable. You can make them any color that you want. You can make them snow covered or not. You can make them as tall and skinny or as short and squatty, whatever suits your needs. So let's start with what you need. Here's the parts that you're going to need. You're going to need 2x2 round bricks, 2x2 round plates, 2x2 round tiles with a stud on top, 2x2 round plates with a handlebars thing on it. I'm not sure what you call that. You're going to need 1x1 bricks with studs on all four sides, 1x1 tiles modified with a clip on top, 1x1 round plates with open stud, and flower stems for whichever color you want your Christmas tree to be in. First step is you're going to take one of these round plates and you are going to insert the modified clips into each of the sides. Then you're going to insert the open stud round plates into each one of those clips so it looks something like that. Next, what you'll want to do is on the top, you need one of these you need one of these 2x2 round tiles with a stud in it, and you just put it right on top like that. Flip it over, and then I use 2 of the 2x2 round plates, and then you just put that right in the bottom. So then your tree looks like this. Next, you want to take your flower stems. So depending how tall or big around you want your tree to be will depend on the number of flower stems you should use. When I made these shorter trees over here, the bottom rows started with 4 flower stems. I used 2 green and 2 white to give it a snow-colored effect. Make sure you offset them when you insert them. That way all the stems aren't perfectly aligned. You don't want them to look too uniform. You want them to look natural. Anyway, you'll take this, and then you're going to insert it into each of the open stud plates around the side. You're going to build several of these segments, and to get this nice graduated look for these short trees, once again, I did 3 layers that all used 4 flower stems on each branch, and then after that, I moved up to 3 flower stems like this, and then, after 2 or 3 layers of each, I started tapering it down. That way you get the nice graduated effect. The purpose of this tile on top is so that when you have other layers and you stick them on top of it, it will allow you to turn it. See how this turns like that? And the purpose of that is so that you can offset your branches, because once again, you don't want it to look too straight or uniformed. You want your branches to be offset to give it a nice natural look. And you can kind of see how I've done that. Like here's these 2 branches on this row, and then the row below it and above it are offset. That way your tree doesn't have as many bare spots and you can fill it out. Once you've gotten this to a certain height that you want it, you're going to need to start the tapering effect up here at the top. And the easy way to do that is where the 1x1 brick with studs on all 4 sides comes in. You will start inserting your flower stem branches into each of the holes on all 4 sides of this, and you'll make several rows, just like I've done here. And then you will offset those as well. And if you're doing snow-covered effects, when you get towards the top, it's important that you discontinue the use of the green pieces and move all to white, because if you think about it in real life, most of the snow accumulates at the top of the tree and then it kind of dusts down, so you can still see green on the side, but you want your tops to be white capped. And then once you're happy with your height, just top it off with a few stems at the top. And there you go. That's how you make a customizable Lego Christmas tree. In my opinion, these are better than any of the ones that come like in Lego sets. They're always too small for my taste and they don't look realistic enough. And I think these do a much better job. Now, as far as the parts go, these flower stems, the white ones can be kind of hard to obtain. You'll need to go to Bricklink or Lego Pick-a-Brick online to get those. But the green ones are extremely common. In fact, they show up in a lot of Lego stores on Pick-a-Brick walls. So if you ever walk into a Lego store and these are on there, fill up a cup or 2. This is pretty part intensive. You're going to use a lot more flower stems than you think you will. So I would grab a couple cups of these green ones just to make sure you have them on hand. The rest of the parts are pretty common. You probably have these in your collection, or you can just visit Bricklink and get whatever you need. The numbers of all the rest of these will depend on how tall you want your tree to be. Now for this piece, I used white because I did a snow-covered effect, so the white would be hidden very well. If you're not doing snow-covered, get like a reddish brown or a dark brown or something that's not white, because your tree will look kind of funny with a white trunk if you have no snow-covered effects. The 2x2 round bricks, just stack 2 or 3 of them up and stick them on the very bottom of your tree, and that'll be the trunk, and you can make that as tall or as short as you want as well. Now, if you want to see what I'm doing with these 3 Christmas trees, make sure you check out some of my other videos on my minifig scale Hogwarts Castle mock, where I'm actually incorporating these in the Great Hall because I'm building the Yule Ball scene, and I'll have more videos about that in the future. And if you want to follow along on my progress with that project, make sure you subscribe to the channel and check out some of the playlists or other videos. I also make more of these advanced building techniques where I go in depth on how I build certain aspects of my build, and you can also steal these ideas and incorporate them in your mocks as well. Until next time, thanks.